Hello Cook Class, this is our topic lesson for today, and today our topic lesson is about frozen food. Now, do you have a freezer in your house? We talked about freezers and where you store food last week. Do you have a freezer? If you do you know why do we keep food in a freezer? Can you stop the video and have a chat with somebody at home or to your teddy about why do we keep food in a freezer? Stop the video. Well done. Did you know that keeping food in a freezer keeps it safe to eat for longer? And a special word for that is it preserves food. Preserves food. Well done. And that's because the ice that's in the freezer stops the food from going bad. So, what foods are in your freezer? Can you stop the video, have a look in your freezer and see if you can get at least one thing out of it to have a look at? So stop the video and check out your freezer. Well done. Now, you might notice that Miss Lynch has some things from her freezer. So one of the things I've got in my freezer is I've got some frozen berries. Another thing I have is some frozen peas. And I've got some frozen sweet corn. Now, what I want you to do is, can you feel what it feels like coming from the freezer? Stop the video and have a feel. Well done. Now, can you describe it? So, I would say that this sweet corn is freezing cold. Let's say that in a sentence. The sweet corn from the freezer is really, really cold. Well done. Now, it's the ice that makes it really, really cold. And like I said, the ice keeps it preserved, so it stops the food from going bad. Now, I'm going to put this back in the freezer because if we keep it out of the freezer for a long time, it can stop it work. It just melts and it won't work. So I need to put this back in the freezer and then I'm going to show you how to make ice. Okay? And see what happens to water when we put it in the freezer. So I've given you a clue about how we make ice. But what I want to find out is what happens if we put water in the freezer. So what you're going to need, and it's going to be for an experiment at the end of the week as well, so make sure you follow the instructions perfectly. So the first thing you're going to need is 2 containers. Now this looks like 4, but they're lids, okay? You don't need to have a container with a lid, but it will help. So you'll need 2 containers and you'll need a jug of water. Okay, so your first challenge is, can you go and find 2 containers that you can put in the freezer and a jug of water? Stop the video. Well done. So, part of your first challenge as well is you need to do this yourself. So you need to use the jug and pour the water inside the containers. Don't put too much, only put a little bit, because we want to see what's going to happen and we need to give it some space for it to happen. Okay, so let's do that together. Ready? Have you got your jug and your containers? Fantastic. Let's pour it into the containers. Well done. Careful not to put too much in there, okay? Okay, so my challenges for you are, I want you to have a go at doing this by yourself. That means pouring the water into the containers all by yourself. If you spill some, that's okay. Just help to clean it up. That's your first challenge. Your second challenge, and can you put it in the freezer by yourself too? If you need some help, that's okay. Your second challenge is, I want you to make a video showing me how to make ice. Show me that you know how to do it. And your third challenge is, I want you to have a look in your freezer, find all the things that you can find in there. Remember, only take them out for a couple of seconds. And can you make a list to show me what you found. You can draw pictures or you can try and write the words, but it's important that you keep them out for a few seconds. You could also experiment to see what happens if you leave it out, but only if your mums and dads tell you it's okay. Let me know on Tapestry how you get on. Keep your ice safe because we're going to use it later in the week for an experiment. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye.